In this video, we're going to show you how to take a room like this and make it look like this. So these are acoustical panels that will dampen any sound. If you're a YouTube creator and you would like to have something like this that's about less than 1/4 of an inch, then this is a product. They come in different colors. Plus, we'll also show you how to put this LED light just to make it much cooler. So now, check my introduction video, and then after that, I'll show you how I did this. So stay tuned. So I went ahead and just pry this out. It has a few nails. There's a stud. There is a stud here, as you can see. And then there's another stud here. So that's where they put all these. Quite a few in here. I don't think there's a stud here, but there was quite a few nails. And really these nails were just holding on to the plastic. And what I did is I put a little tick mark where my stud's at. See the difference? There's a little tick mark there. So just so I know where my stud's at in case I want to put some hooks so I can drill it in, because I'm not sure if those other command strips are going to hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this rubbing alcohol just to kind of wipe any thing that may be here that might be greasy and all that from just cleaners and what have you. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the first layer, and most likely what I'm going to do is put a full one from this side first, and then my cut in over there, since that edge will hide it. And then what we'll do is underneath this full panel, we're going to go up to like this, up to the edge. We're going to put LED lights on this edge here all the way around. So what I did here was I took these screws off, and I knew they were going to be long enough. But in order to make sure that the holes were in the right area, I took a sheet of paper and laid it against the edge, and I took a pencil and found the holes, and I marked it on the back and screwed the holes in the back so I can find it. And that's how I was able to get these screw holes back in the same place, and it works perfect. So that's looking good. So we got that there so far. So remember, I want to do the upper layer because we're going to put LED lights. We're going to do something unique. So what we're doing is we're putting the LEDs along this edge here. It's going to have to connect to that LED that's going there. So this is the wire that we're going to be putting. It is a 22/4, and if you guys want to learn how to solder and to get the right LED, if you check this video that's up here in the top right hand corner, the little tick mark, if you click on it, it'll take you to a video that I've done in the past where it teaches you how to solder, how to get the right LEDs or the right power supply. So all I need is a hole to fit this small wire. It's about maybe 3/16. So I got this drill bit, it's a pretty long one, that I'm going to drill in order to drill a hole through here to make it non-visible as much as possible. And then I'm going to drill another hole on that side too. So like that, I can run a wire and have this light connect to that light. There it is right there. Alright, so I put contact cement back here and on the wire, so I can do this. So now the wire's against that edge. To kind of show you a little bit here what I did. So I took out the outer jacket because I'm going to shave the back of the board so I can make this nice and flat, because this has to go run this way, then down into that little hole and to an outlet that I have back there. And then what I did was, like I said, I ran the wire here. I just got to put contact cement here, and then I drilled the hole there. And so I went ahead and connected it there. And then here, it's going to have a quick disconnect. So when I put the slide in, I can disconnect it here. Let me just show you here. See, it's a quick disconnect. It pops out. So then when the slide comes in, it won't mess it up, and when I push it back out, all I gotta do is connect it. So it's gonna be on top of here, and then we're gonna do the same thing here, is that we're gonna find where we splice it, which is right here. We're gonna splice it there, put a quick disconnect there, and then we're gonna run the LED this way on top of this, and then it's gonna stop somewhere around here. You know, remember that my board's gonna come to here, so it may not come to the end, just like this, simply because on this particular cutout is from here to here. So it's roughly about a foot that it gets every connection. Not like the other LEDs, you can, I think it's either 2 or 3 inches. So unfortunately, I'm going to have this little space there, which I can't do anything about that. Because you definitely don't want to cut in the middle, because it'll mess it up. But as you can see, later on, I'll show you the different. Here's the controls. There's my wire. So I'm marking it there. So that's what that mark there is for. So now I did 2 lines, one this way, one this way. So what I'm basically going to do is just do a little groove enough for this wire to go in there flat. And then I have to do it to the next panel, because the wire is going to go this way and then down this edge. And then eventually I'm going to be doing down the edge. Here is the wire coming down. I'm still going to put some more panels behind this. As you can see, there's my LED. And then here I just put this to cover up, since the LED didn't come this far. I just put a little strip to kind of fill that in so you won't see that. So like you see here, you see there, I'm going to put a little bit there also, just to kind of finish it off so nobody will see it. So here is what it's looking like. I'll be doing the same thing, just put a little piece there to cover that. And then this is what that's looking there. I'm going to stick it to here. So like that, they won't move around. And you can see the quick disconnect here. So this will light up a little bit also. Here is the LEDs that I just put. So it goes from there. I can control the speed. So we got that one. Solid. There's a whole bunch of features. I'm not too familiar with this all, but it's pretty cool. So as you can see that I put the panel, we're trying the command strip there to see if it'll hold. It already fell once, so because I put load on it right away. So we have our LEDs coming to the top. Then we got it here. And then what I have here is that it is glued, the LED is glued up to here. This part is not. So like that, I can have access. And I did this quick disconnect here. It's just push out, pull out and push in. And then we can just tuck it there. So when I put the slider in, I can disconnect that. And I have it coming all the way down. It went up this little notch. And pretty much I end up here. So now I can be able to put the other panels here. So we'll see how that goes. So that pops out with a screwdriver. Looks like it's got these two little nipples there that grabs onto that. And then you have a Phillips screw. You just take out the switch. I'm just going to mark which way's up in case I twist it. So I put a marking there. Let's see how long these screws are. Yep. So I believe I can go right through this whole thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper, trace it, and then trace it onto here. Take this paper here, butt it up, so there's my opening. Make sure I get my pattern correct. So there's my hole cut out. Goes like this. There's my pattern. Just gonna go ahead and go right here. Put it on the edges. And then trace it out with a pencil. And then I'll cut it. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut that out with a knife. So I went ahead and cut it. Let's see if I can squeeze it while taking the switch out. We're going to test it out and see. Works good there. I think we're good to go. So I'm going to take it right here. Just peel it out. Put these screws back again. got my little notch indicating that that's the up position. Put it nice and snug. Pop it in place. There you go. So that's how we do that. So how does that look? Looks pretty decent, right? This is how it's coming along. Now eventually we're going to be painting the whole RV. We're going to make it a dove gray and white. So this here, most likely I'll touch up with dove gray. But right now, I'm okay with it. So I'm not done yet, just wanted to show you the progress. So here we got the panels on the side, and then the switch. You guys saw me do the switch here, how it turned out. And I do need to get the bottom down there, the bottom edge. So I got them saved to the side. So what I'm going to do is I just need a spacer, maybe a 1/4 inch spacer, that I can use it in order to trim it. Because my only concern is this guy here that I put it right to the floor. My only concern with that is what happens if somebody spills a cup of water, or if we use a different type of mop, but I'm just concerned if there's any water that comes by and it'll suck it up. So I need to have a little spacing. So that's too close to the ground. As you can see the light, how it starts here and it goes all the way around. That's a pretty cool feature. And so I also put panels on top, way over there. Now I ended up using some scraps. From far away you can't really tell, but there's some that are straight cut and others I did some of that angle, that 45-degree angle, but you can barely tell from far away. It's different. It's not paint. It's insulated, lightweight. What I'm going to do next is here is the bottom in order to make it look
Here it is, underneath the table. I cut it like that. Again, equal distance from the floor, so it's equal everywhere. Same thing there. It's got the space everywhere. So what I'm going to do is use this piece of laminate. It's a little bit over a 1/4 inch to give me the spacing right here. So now that's not touching the ground in case it gets wet and all. So what I do is I just take this laminate, put it there, take the X-Acto knife and just score it several times till I hit the background. So that gives me the height equally. Then I'll take a flat screwdriver, go around the back, and just pull it. And voila. See, and I put this strap here. I first mounted it to the door on this side on that snap, and then I put it up here so when we're traveling we can maintain that door closed.
If you like this product, if you want to purchase it, it's on Amazon. In fact, if you go to the description below, I'll put the link, and on that link it'll take you to Amazon, and it won't cost you any more, but we do make a small commission off of it that would help support our channel, and we would appreciate that. The other thing I want to mention is the tools that we use. They're pretty basic tools. A little X-Acto knife. You do need a pencil. I used a 2-foot level as a straight edge, but you can use something else as straight edge. And I only used to do 2 scores at that time. Then I took the level out and I used the top of the level in order to finish the cutting, so I wouldn't cut my wood table or items like that. And then a piece of paper for a template, just like you saw me do over here to put these screws, or even this little light switch. I traced it out and then put it in the back, and that's how I was able to get the same screw holes or the cutout by using that piece of paper as a template. So I hope it helps. Tell me in the description below what you guys think. If it's pretty cool, or you guys want to do it. Don't forget they come in 3 different colors. I think it's black, white, and this gray.